I bet a lot of you will be able to relate to this. The other day, I was sat on my fat arse on the couch. That's it. That's all I came on here to say. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe and the bell next to it. Because I've got a few more like this planned. No, genuinely, I'm keeping that. I was sat on my fat arse on the couch the other day and Gab sent me an Instagram reel, which was a little advertisement for a new film. It's a documentary about Jeff Buckley called It's Never Over. Now this film is coming out in August and I'm really excited. Me and Gab are going to go and watch it together because we're both massive Jeff Buckley fans and have been for ages. I taught Last Goodbye recently to a student of mine called Hannah because she is a massive Jeff Buckley fan and she nailed it. The more we dived into it, the more complexities we found like hidden in the guitar beneath the track. And obviously with the help of like stem separation nowadays, as you've heard me say before, it allows you to kind of hone in a little bit and take a closer look or a closer listen. So I put together a tab for the whole song, which you can get on my Patreon. And if you want to play it by yourself, because there are multiple guitars stacked, and you want it to sound like the track, not just like an approximate chord version, then I've got you covered with that tab. It's really fun to play and it's pretty accurate. So Jeff's guitar is actually in a tuning called Open G. The notes of a G chord are G, B, D. So your low E goes down to a D, your A goes down to a G, you leave the D, you leave the G, you leave the B, and then your high E is going down to a D. And that gives you that ability to kind of, you can rely on the open strings to kind of drone out on obviously create more interesting chord voicings without having to like stretch your fingers 11 frets. I haven't written anything in an open tuning before, and I would just assume that I probably should do. I should probably just leave one of my guitars in an open tuning and kind of just wrestle with it, because everything you know will go out the window in terms of shape and theory, scales, this, that, and the other. And it always kind of baffles me when I listen to a song, you know, like the Rain song or Last Goodbye. Were they just kind of on some sort of like cosmic fretboard journey where they just kind of put their hands anywhere? I was like, that's where I want to go next. And okay, I don't know what the hell that shape is. Oh, there it is. There's that chord. What chord is it? No idea. Does it sound good? Yeah. Have I got a record deal? Yeah. Did we get a big advance? Yeah. Okay, it doesn't matter then, does it? I don't need to know what I'm playing. It just sounds good. So in the middle, there's this slidey little breakdown. I say little, it's not little at all. It was a right pain in the arse to work out, but it's my favorite bit to play. You have two fingers running parallel with each other in terms of frets, and you've got some open strings surrounding it. But you'll notice on the track there's a string instrument playing in unison. I want to know like who went first, Jeff or the strings? Are they copying him, or is he copying them? And I submit Jeff went first. That's the other thing. It's really difficult to play because you've got these two fingers, like I said, running parallel with each other. And you've got these really fast lines that would probably be legato lines if you were fretting them, like linear. But it's not, it's shape-based. So you've got to zip your hand up and down. If you press too hard, you're going to slice through your fingertips. If you lighten your touch too much, it's going to buzz. You end up going through fast fret, like brown sauce at a barbecue. It's worth it though, because It sounds mint. And honestly, I've never really played something quite like this middle section before. Now I've decided just to play this little excerpt, we'll call it, today on the Silver Sky SE because I wanted single coils. I don't own a telly. I don't have a 12-string Ricky, which is rumoured to have been featured on this track. And my Strat, because Jeff was a Fender dude, would have shat itself because obviously I have the trem fully suspended, bouncing around, and on the Silver Sky it's locked off, so you can put it into different tunings and it doesn't shit itself. So I'm very grateful for that. Now in terms of tone, I've not gone off on one here trying to match exactly what I hear. This isn't really a lesson, it's more of a topical piece because of the announcement of the documentary that'll be coming out in August. But I think he maybe used a twin reverb, so I used a double verb or a double reverb, I forget what it's called, preset on the Fractal, which sounded really great. And yeah, just a little bit of reverb on that, bit of compression, nothing fancy, that was it. I would put Grace up there as one of my favourite albums of all time. He is, or he was, I should say, which is sad, one of the greatest singers I've ever heard. Like, his range and his accuracy and his delivery, his control over his voice is like unbelievable. And the fact that he was doing all of that and could do it live whilst he was playing these intricate, fast-moving, either riffs, big chord shapes, super special talent. So we're going to go and see this film, like I said. So if you'd like me to do something similar to what I did for Becoming Led Zeppelin, kind of play a variety of Jeff Buckley songs as little clips as well, let me know in the comments below. I always loved this track, Last Goodbye. I think it's probably my favourite on the album. And I'd always kind of struggled with how to play some parts of it. And like, I could tell I was playing a chord that wasn't quite right, but it sounded fine. And I'm super stoked that I got requested a lesson because it made me dive in, because it's work, right? It's not pleasure, it's business. And I like to go the extra mile, do my best I can with my ear to kind of figure out what sounds good, what sounds right. Like I said, I've put it into a full tab, and I'd be happy to make amendments if people are like, I think it might do this at this point. I'd be like, okay. It's £3 admin fee for me to change it, but you know, like I said, it's business. Support me on Patreon, links up there. That way? I don't know, I'm confused because I've got my camera monitor. That hasn't happened before, getting on a bit. But yeah, like the video, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.